Hello there, Pisces. I'm Michele Bee, and I love to help you raise your vibration so that you can attract more love, abundance, and soul purpose into your life. And I like to put out tarot readings for you that are based on astrology every once in a while. And this one is for mid-November of 2021. The significant thing that we've got going on right now. So I'm recording this on Monday the 15th, and then on Friday the 19th, there's going to be a full moon in Taurus that is also an eclipse. Now, earlier today, I recorded and went ahead and posted a discussion of that full moon. You can check that out for a little bit more in-depth perspective on the significance of the full moon in Taurus. But what it really means for you, Pisces, for you individually and not generally everybody, for you, it's a really good energy, and it's really easy for you to lose yourself in the dreaminess of the luscious sensuality. Taurus and Pisces love to be together, and they can just completely get lost in the sensuality and the dreaminess and the coziness of it all, because you just love being comfortable. You love beauty, you love romance, you love idealism. You put on your rose-colored glasses together and you sip your beverage and you're like, life is good. I never have to leave here. So you're doing well with that dreamy idealism, that innocence that is being stoked up with this full moon. With it also being an eclipse, and that eclipse is bringing that idealism, not only when it comes to your ideal living environment, the ideal physique that you'd like to have, the ideal food that you would like to have in your body, but also the ideal love relationship that you'd like to have. Oh, it would be so wonderful if it was like this and if it was like this. And then you're also imagining your ideal livelihood. And you're like, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could do what lights me up and makes me really, really happy? And I don't ever have to worry about the money. And I feel like so many Pisces had been told, like either they were Pisces were completely coddled as though they were children all the way into adulthood or beyond, or that innocent idealism was crushed. And that's how it was for me. I have a Pisces rising, so I have a tendency to be really dreamy and idealistic when it comes to how I use my energy and my time. And I personally had a father that just squashed that out of me. Like, no, you cannot be an herb concocting, card turning witch when you grow up, because how are you gonna make money doing that? You can't make money doing that. You got to get a job. Life is not about having fun. Life is about working. And I was like, that sucks. Okay, I guess that's the way it's got to be. Now that I'm an adult, I'm finding out that that's not always the case. Anyway, I digress. And I'm going to talk about Pisces in the next 2 weeks, what they have to expect, and what they have to, like, how they can ride the energies and use it to their benefit. Your affirmation that I created for you for these coming weeks are: I embrace opportunities to imagine and feel. Just because you're imagining it doesn't mean that you have to actually make it happen. All you have to do is imagine it and love the energy behind it. And imagine that I just got a message coming in, and I'm not going to be able to respond for 10 minutes, but I'm sure it'll be fun. Anyway, what was I saying? When you imagine something and it feels really, really good, the universe hears it and brings it, okay? So an overview cards that I pulled for you. So you're riding high on this energy coming in this week, and then it's going to still linger around for a little while. So I'm feeling like you're going to have at least a week of just feeling like, wow, life is really, really nice. And the holiday, I think, is going to make it seem even more tangible, because you won't have to work during the holiday, right? I mean, it depends on who you are, but things slow down a lot things kind of suspend in animation during holidays. So here's something that you're noticing right now. This is you in the center, the Queen of Wands, surrounded by the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So here's you, and you're like, you know what? People are starting to embrace this beautiful energy that's inside of me. And I feel like because of the full moon, like we're attracted to, most of us are attracted to people that are dreamy, idealistic, beautiful, inside as well as outside. We're attracted to that loveliness, the art, and the romance of Pisces. And so people are a lot more attracted to you during this time. And it doesn't have to be romantically. It's just they want to be around your energy, right? And you're like, you know, I could actually like serve a purpose. Who I am actually can fit with other people's needs. There are people who need what I have to provide, whereas that might not have been the case for most of your life. That maybe you even felt like who you are is a detriment to your livelihood in some way. But that is changing. You're feeling like, you know what I have to offer is the softness of who I am, my intuition, my compassion and empathy. These are all things that are useful to other people, and you're starting to be able to imagine the possibility that you could be someone that contributes in a way, it contributes enough to even be wealthy, to even have really nice things. You can both have wealth and abundance and do what makes your heart sing. And you're imagining this and you're really liking it. Now, this last card, the Page of Swords in reverse, I was like, what does that mean? I'm asking my guides, what does that mean? Does that mean you're not like, that the Page of Swords is representing like foolhardiness, but it's in the realm of logic? And I'm like, is it saying to not just run in willy-nilly and just do whatever you want? Don't take risks? Or is it saying that you should take risks? I was asking. And the message that I got back in this affirmation, I'm connected to all beings, is like, play it by ear, listen to your intuition. The moon is here, and then it's like, don't, your logic is not as mature as your intuition. And so you're being told in these next couple weeks, play it by ear, situation by situation. There's going to be situations where you can express this foolhardy idealism, the rose-colored glasses attitude. There are going to be opportunities for you to express that to other people, and it will be perfect. And then there'll be other times when you should keep it to yourself. Follow your intuition, situation by situation, as that comes along. There is a place for everything. If you feel like this is not a safe place for me to express that idealism, don't. Okay? But you'll know when you are safe for it. The Hanged Man came up in the reverse. This is a Pisces card. And I feel like you've been, like I said, you've been kind of holding yourself back and not expressing the full depth of your intuitive or psychic prowess so far. And you're feeling like it is time for me to share that with others. It's time for me to open up in that way. And of course, King of Cups being in reverse here, Scorpio season, this representative of Scorpio season is still hanging around a little bit. And it's suggesting that the download that I've got going on is, remember that you are always safe, you are always connected to all beings. Is that there's some people that are still pretty touchy and emotional right now. Be careful of that strong influence of the Scorpio energy that's really turning people's lives upside down at this point. And they're going to need some compassion, but also a little bit of space. So be mindful of that. All right, so let's look into your love messages, Pisces. The Queen of Cups came up when I was shuffling, so I knew she was going to come back again. The other one that didn't come up was the King of Swords, and like, I feel like these two were in a conversation with each other. It's like, but I want to be romantic. And then the King of Swords is like, get real. That's the kind of conversation we're having between Taurus and Scorpio. It's like, ooh, everything's soft and squishy. And like, that means you need to keep yourself extra safe, you know. The conversation's happening, the protector and the vulnerable that's happening back and forth. So like what I'm getting in the love domain, especially since we're going into the holiday, there are going to be times when you're going to want to you're going to want to cut loose a little bit more than you should. And it might be that if it's not you, then it's somebody else. There's like, when the drinks start going around, if you're in a household or if you're in a family where people like might see all these cups, if you're in an environment where drinks start going around, people start letting down their guard in a way that sometimes can cause problems. There's like a little bit of like there are some places where you want to let yourself be vulnerable, and there are some places where you don't. Okay, I'm hearing if you're a person that enjoys alcohol, I'm hearing that you should probably stay away from it during the holiday time. There are many along with that full moon and that rose-colored glasses idealism. It's going to make you extra sensitive at this time. And I'm feeling like there's trouble brewing from other people that you need to be aware of, that you need to be mindful of. Okay. I was asking what's going on with, specifically for romance, for those of you who are in relationships. Your partner might be a little bit sensitive right now, so be careful about that, especially if they're prone to be drinking. They might display behaviors that are like hard, okay? They might become this, you see the energy of this guy that's just kind of ungrateful and sad, kind of a sad sack kind of energy. I'm feeling that. There's a potential for that. There's a potential of it coming from you. Like as the flip side of idealism might be the being depressed. That might come out too. But I'm feeling a lot more of it coming from someone else. But I also feel like you're so excited about being useful in other aspects of your life. It's not that big of a deal for you to bring relationships in at this time. But you are attractive. You are attractive to others. And so that might be kind of exciting too, because I see how attractive that Queen of Cups is. And pairing up with the Queen of Wands, those two together are very feminine, very intriguing. So you are interesting. Those single Pisces out there that are trying to attract romance in, you are very attractive to the other. So that is there. I think that the main thing though is self-love. When it comes to love, you need to be working on you. The Queen of Cups is the Queen of self-love, and she's matched up with Temperance. Just if you work on you, if you work on your own physical self-care and you work on your own economic self-care, you're going to be really attractive, and there won't be any problem attracting in some interesting new matches if that's what you're looking for. And remember that self-care when it comes to those of you who are in relationships already, because that will help you to be able to communicate better with your partner if problems should come up. Let's go over to, I'm like, ooh, my time. Let's go over to abundance, physical abundance, and that's like money and your health, right? It's these. I'm like, whoa, when I saw these cards come up, we got the Devil, the Emperor, and the Empress. So we're riding the line between the creative flow and the physical manifestation. But then the Devil's in here being like, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, you're not supposed to be successful. Remember who you are. The Devil's coming in and reminding you that you're not a person that can be successful. And, fuck you. Fuck you, Devil. Fuck you. I can do whatever I want. You're finding this out, right? I am successful. People do need what I have to offer. Those days are done. The days when what I had to offer was like lame, those days are done. Because you're a person that has so much to offer. I wanted to know a little bit more. I asked for an affirmation. I am limitless. The Empress is coming in. She's coming in strong, and she's like, I have had these skills all along. This is who I am. And all I need to do is match it up with the tangible action and collaborate with the right people, the people who know how to do things that I don't know how to do. And we are limitless. We are explosive. And it's a really, really exciting time for you. But that voice is going to come in every once in a while. And when you hear it, you point that fucker out. Excuse my French, but I am so pissed at that guy. This is the voice of my dad. I love my dad. He's wonderful. But he was raised in poverty and scarcity by people that were also raised in poverty and scarcity. And what he learned is the only safety is in having a job. Okay? Now, your job could bring you so much love. But his attitude was, you're not supposed to have fun at your job. You take any job you can get, and you stick with that job forever and ever, even if you hate it. Even if it kills you, right? That's the devil. He chains people up and takes away their freedom. It makes them think that they're stuck in situations that they despise. But you know better, don't you? You have so much beauty and creativity. Now, all you have to do, we have Venus in Capricorn that started on November 5th. Venus in Capricorn it's making you enjoy the routine and the structure and the schedule of putting the things you love out into the world. And so that's the influence that is coming in for you. It's creating structure and tangibility and a realness that you can give, something tangible that you can give to others, which can be very profitable for you. And it makes you feel really, really good about yourself, leading to your heart abundance. I love these messages for you. This is where I got to leave off. You're going to have a great holiday. You're going to have a wonderful year coming up. I'm really happy for Pisces, especially because it's my rising. So this is where I leave off. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. And in the description box below this video, you'll find a link to my Instagram. Go follow me over there, and we'll be in touch. I love ya. Boom.